before, I guess. Yeah, February, what is it, 17th? Yeah, February 17th. Jeez, going by fast. We're almost done with February, guys. February, been going by fast, though. We're coming into, we've had a fairly dry month, but now we're getting, for the next 10 days, we're basically going to have rain. So they're saying we're going to get between 4 to 8 inches of rain here in Atlanta in the next week and a half. So that's a lot of rain.
Yeah, that's a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Have you guys gotten any rain, Wes? Has it been?
Yeah, we had a bunch last week, but this coming week, I don't think we're supposed to get any. So it must have moved up to you guys.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's January's pretty. December was super wet. January's pretty wet. I'm like, we might get through February with more normal rainfall, but no, we're gonna if we get anywhere near that, we're gonna have at least 4 or 5 inches of rain in the next 10 days, which is that's a lot of rain.
Of course, it was a blessing because the pollen had started flying a few days before the rain came. So
yeah, that's true. No, we've had I guess some of the hardwood pollen up here has been pretty bad the last week or two because it's been pretty warm and dry. So stuff's starting to bud out a little early. But yeah, this will knock it down for a week or two probably. Mm-hmm. Do you have allergies?
No, not bad. I sneeze a little bit when it's bad, but.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I kind of sniffle and sneeze every once in a while, but it's not. I don't need to take any allergy medication or anything.
Yeah.
A lot of people do though. Well, Pam has to. I mean, the spring is pretty bad for her. But although I think my allergies, the little I have it's increased a little bit since we've been down here. The 12 years that we've been here, because I mean, pollen is just so much more down here in the spring than it is. Up north. Yeah,
almost have to shovel it.
Yeah. Oh, the pine pollen. Yeah, I mean, it's literally, it's powder. It collects on the table. You could scoop it up, and it's crazy. So, So it was actually kind of nice this week, but now it's going to be rainy. So, probably no photography for me in the next week or two. Do you guys do any, Joe? I'm sure Joe did lots of photography, right?
I've taken iPhone photography and even got a potential job working with the iPhone photography. We'll see.
Oh, really?
Yeah, wow. Honestly, yeah. I people been admiring some of my shots, so I'm thinking, maybe it's a potential way of giving someone a cheaper product, right? Like. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a matter of convenience. So like, if I can show up somewhere with my phone and present it like, well, I can take some quick snapshots with my phone, edit them really quick, give you a product that you can use pretty quickly, and you can use that right away. I mean, what are you really going to use it for? You're going to post it on social media. You might use it on business cards. You don't necessarily need these huge files that, So if I bring all my gear, my lighting and this and that, have to set it all up, and we do all that, then I have to post process and all this stuff. That's a premium price. But if I could just show up with my phone, take some snapshots like that, and then edit on my phone real quick, I might even be able to give you something before I leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you've got a matter of like, look, we all can cook, right? We all can cook. We all could make a burger. We all can make our own steaks, right? Mm-hmm. We still end up at an Applebee's. We still end up at a Chili's. We still go to McDonald's. We still go to Taco Bell. Yeah. I mean, sometimes the value is the convenience. So if I can give you a product that's more convenient, it's not necessarily going to be the best, but we can give you something that'll darn sure be pretty solid and get you by until you're at another level. Some kind of small businesses. So people that are literally on a sort of less than food truck level, you know what I'm saying? Like they're literally getting this thing is taking off quicker than they thought, sort of thing. We're working out of our garage here, sort of deal. If they like my work, I'm like, hey, well, I've been taking these photos with my phone. Go, you know what I'm saying? I can offer you a cheaper price, boom, bang, bing, you've got something you can work with. And as you grow, I want to build a relationship with you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, that's smart. Yeah. I mean, it's like we say, it's not about the camera. It's the person running the camera, whatever that camera is. And that's where the experience, I mean, anybody can take a picture with the camera, whether it's in a phone or whatever, but the perspective, that type of stuff, that just comes with experience, and most people don't have that. So
yeah, I mean, that's exactly it. Like you give me a hammer and you give that guy that's been swinging hammers for 20 years a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
We're both pounding nails, but he's doing it an entirely different way than I am.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with cooking, man. I mean, I can cook something. I just made myself breakfast this morning, but I can go to another place and have breakfast, and you're like, sweet Jesus, man, it's the same eggs and bacon, for Christ's sake, but you're doing it differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the reality of things. So it's like, look, you take iPhone pictures all the time, or just mobile pictures all the time.
Yep.
But do yours come out like mine? We wouldn't be talking if they were.
Yep, exactly. And that costs some amount of money, not as much as if you showed up with all your equipment, but
there you go. Yeah.
So have you thought about kind of what you would charge for something like that?
Oh yeah. Are you kidding? Yeah, I know what I charge when I bring all my big gear. I've got a price. I mean, that's kind of the thing, is like, I didn't really think about it until I've been hit up twice now. And so, this time I kind of put it out there. Hey, look, I mean, I could show up and we could work something out,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, for a couple $100, literally $200,
mm-hmm.
In a matter of hours, I can give you a product that you can use today. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of convenience. I can give you photos that that I can process pretty quickly, and it's a matter of convenience. I don't have to charge you as much. You get something quickly that you can use as you grow, and you need a certain level of product, so you're taking off. And let's say you get XYZ magazine wanting to do this and that. Well, I can do that for you. That's a different level of product. But right now you just need something to get your business going. You need to bring in more clientele, more customers, and I can, capture photos of your product with this, and here, boom, bang, bing, and let's take it, and here you go, man.
Edit it and use your experience and capturing the image, and in your experience in processing it, however short it is, to get it to look, as good as it can, given what you just did. Yeah.
It's like, and it's the example I gave to her. I talked to her yesterday, and the example I gave to her was like, look, you make baked goods. I bake, but I still come to you and I buy your brownies and your cookies and stuff because you do it better than you do than I do. You know what I'm saying? The way you do it is so much better. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's, I'm still doing, boxed cakes, for Christ's sake, and they still come out crappy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's the way it is, but while you're still working out of your kitchen, I can help you make photos. And so,
Oh yeah, no, that's exactly. And I do the same thing in my business. People just want a quick checkup on something, where it's kind of, I've done it so many times that it doesn't take me very long, but I can give them some quality insight or advice that they wouldn't have thought of. Bang, I can do that. And then down the road, if they need more, then I can, I can charge them more and do the full thing or whatever. So yeah, same thing. Yep. An hour or two of my time might save them, thousands of dollars and 20 hours of their time trying to figure out how to do it on their own.
It's absolutely, it's absolutely like the things that we do, you take it for granted. You really shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like everything we do, you learn something. You can turn that. It doesn't mean you're trying to get rich off of something. I'm not trying to get rich off of it, but it's like, literally for a couple $100 and a little bit of my time here, boom, and then you've got images that you can work with for Lord knows how long. Those are your images now. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like otherwise, you know, if I'm getting out my big guns and then I come over here and now we've got to talk differently. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk a lot more money. Because you're in the commercial business, you know, and so, but you know, you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Mm-hmm.
It's that whole deal.
You know, give me some brownies and cookies. I'll take these photos.
That's basically it. Yeah, you know. I mean,
no, it totally works. So you get they have a need for something that maybe isn't as extravagant or as complicated as what you could do, but they still need your expertise to even on the basics. Which for us, no matter what it is we do, the basics, we just think of it as almost automatic. But for those who aren't into what we're into, whatever it is, like Wes, you got to do vinyl consulting business. You know?
I mean, honestly, like it's, and I'm completely serious. It's like, you know, the three of us here have a skill level with photography, just that one end that's worth something. It's worth something. And like I told her yesterday, look, you know, I'm trying to build a relationship. I'm not trying to get rich off any of this. I just want to build a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And as you grow, and I think you will, as you grow, I want to be your guy. I want to be Joe. I don't want to be your photographer. I want to be Joe. You think photography, you automatically think, oh, I got a guy, right? Yeah. If you and you're going to be around other small businesses. Hey, you know what? Oh, I got Joe. You know what I'm saying? Call Joe, you know? And it's the same thing as I'm doing whatever. Hey, you know, you need baked goods I got a person that does that, you know? So, I mean,
it works.
That's how these things work, you know?
Yeah. Now, good evening, Dennis. How are you?
Hi, guys.
Good. I know you tuned in. It's a big race day. I know you were wondering. So, Joe, we need a NASCAR update for Dennis.
Yeah. We do. And unfortunately, Dennis, you're going to have to wait a few minutes.
I'm getting the up-to-the-minute information.
Yeah.
So Dennis was like, I stayed up late for the NASCAR update.
I know.
It should be almost over at this point, right? Or real close, I would think, unless there was another pass.
Danny Hamlin is leading. We got Kyle Busch in number 2 position there.
Wow. How many laps to go? Like 10 or 15? It's got
we've got how many laps do we have to go here? It's still
it's got to be close. When I came up here like 20 minutes ago, it was like 35 to go or something. So they must have had a couple yellow flags. I know you're waiting anxiously, Dennis, to find out who's going to win Daytona.
I probably won't sleep tonight if I don't find out.
Yeah,
we know. I know. And we're here to. Joe's here to serve and take care of the NASCAR update. So did you have a good week, Dennis?
Yeah, it's not been too bad.
Yeah, good. Did you get any photography done? Anything?
Yeah, I did have a play with the camera again.
Okay.
But, I've been doing some painting. So
okay, cool. I'm gonna pull up Flickr. I hadn't looked at it in a few days. So good. So you've been doing some light painting or painting in the house?
No, painting.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Still lots to do.
Yeah.
Trust me, I feel your pain, man. I just painted a few weeks ago, and it sucked.
Yeah, painting is. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I guess you did take a picture of yourself.
Yeah. Everyone else runs away.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, man? If for some people, there's some people that they're the photographer and the model, and that's their whole deal is they shoot pictures of themselves.
Yep.
And that's their whole. And you know what? I got to give it to some of them because some of them are pretty damn good at self portraits, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well,
I got to admit, I would suck.
I was just messing around, and I had to stick the camera on like measurement, I like, because it's a manual focus lens, it won't autofocus.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, yeah, I was just doing this black background again, so see if I could get a picture with the speed lights. Yeah, and yeah, it didn't turn out too bad, apart from the subject.
Well, the camera still works, so it can't be that bad.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It looks like we've got 11 laps to go.
Wow, that must have been must have been a crash or something, because yeah. Huh. Okay, so we're down to the end, and it's a mad dash to the finish at 200 miles an hour.
Mad dash. Yep.
Good. So, so yeah, I didn't do any photography. It looks like, Wes, you did a little bit this week, right?
Yeah, I just went out yesterday to Silver Springs, or not Silver River, which is near Silver Springs, and
okay, cool.
did a little thing there.
Very good. Have you been running around on campus more for work-related photography?
No, yeah, like I said, last week was really wet for us, so I didn't get out last week. Hopefully this week it'll be nicer. It's supposed to be actually supposed to be in the upper 80s this week, so it ought to be pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a little warmer than normal, but we get close. I mean, yeah, spring is definitely
warm.
Yeah.
We haven't had any. I don't think we've had a freeze yet in February. And it's normally we have several freezes in February.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, if you get warm this week, you might not have a freeze in February, because that's pretty much going to be the end of the week.
Yeah, it's
just about. Yeah. Well, yeah, winter's almost over. I mean, for you guys especially, we've probably got another 4 or 5 weeks. You probably got another 2 or 3, and then that's pretty much done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. So any equipment purchases?
No, we found a house. So
oh, you did? Cool. Congrats.
Are you buying or
contract? We're buying. Yeah.
Good. Are you under contract then?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Good for you.
When is when's the closing?
It's not going to be till April 26th is where it's set up for now. We're hoping we can get it done sooner, but the current owners have not found a house yet.
Oh, okay. All right. Are they moving within town, or are they moving outside of the area?
I don't know. Sounds like they may be staying in town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's. I'm sure it took a lot of time going through and looking at all that stuff and narrowing it down. And,
hours and hours a day, like pouring through, waiting for new houses to be listed, because by the time they're listed, they go like instantly.
It blows. And I can remember when I was shopping for this house, and you even go in and you're prepared to offer more money than they're wanting, and you're still beat out by cash offers. It sucks. I hated it.
Yep.
Yeah. That's well, good. Well, you're under contract, and you got a set closing date, so it could be pushed up a little bit if they find another house, I guess. Yeah.
That's what we're hoping. Otherwise, we might be homeless for a week or two.
Yeah. And now you can start organizing and pre-packing at this point, huh?
Yeah, I bought a stack of boxes last night. So
Yeah.
Start the serious packing now.
Yeah.
You moved not too long ago, didn't you?
It was 3 years ago.
When was it? 3 years already?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. It's exciting, and it's fun to move, but man, there's a lot of work involved when you do that.
Yeah. Well, since we're buying, this will be the last time we have to move for a long time.
For a while, exactly. Yeah. My sister her and her fiance are in Dallas right now doing the same thing. They just signed papers this weekend.
Oh wow. Okay. So in Dallas, huh? Interesting. What's the housing market like in Dallas? Is it pretty?
I have no idea. I'm not the one looking for houses, so I have no idea. She, they didn't. She just kind of like, we're buying a house in Dallas, and that's about all I know.
Yeah.
It's really bug them or anything.
Yeah, that's exciting. But yeah, buying and selling and moving is a lot of work, man. It's a lot of effort, but. Yeah, so
I already made it clear to him when I was in New Mexico. I let him know a few weeks ago. I was like, Yeah, good luck to you, pal, because I've moved them enough times, so it's on you now, Chief. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, I won't be here, but you know what I'm saying? I gotta make it quite clear. I will not be coming back. You know, I guess he's got some brothers and stuff that are going to help him out, because I'm like, I'm just letting you know, man.
Yeah.
You know,
don't expect me back to help with this move. Yeah.
yeah, I've done it enough times. I've moved both of these people, my mom and my sister, enough times. It's on you now, pal.
Yeah.
Welcome to the family.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a lot of work. Moving is a lot of work. Well, cool. That's good news, Wes. I'm glad to hear that. And now the fun begins. The joys of home ownership.
Yeah. Luckily, it's a pretty new house, so that
Okay.
shouldn't be too much.
Yeah.
Be too bad to keep it up.
Yeah.
Single story or two-story or
single story?
Oh, yeah, good.
Yeah. And no basements. There's no basements in Florida, right?
No. I wish we could have basements, but it doesn't work too well.
Yeah. That's lots of groundwater's too close, basically.
Yeah, you could have an indoor pool, but not a basement.
Yeah.
Okay, I see the way that works.
Yeah.
So how about you, Dennis? You have a basement in your house or not? Or do they
No, it's exactly the same here. I live on an island which is below sea level.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, groundwater might be an issue. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the further you dig, the softer the ground becomes.
You know, I've watched those shows from the UK when they're like building homes and stuff, and it's very interesting, man. The different laws and codes and stuff that comes into play. You know.
Yeah. When you have to deal with the planning people at the local council, it's a complete nightmare.
It seems like it. It really does. It seems like.
Yeah. You know, I sold some land to a guy, and before you buy it, you better make sure that they're going to let you build something on there. So he goes to the council, and they said, "Yeah, we don't see any problem." So he buys the land from me and puts the planning permission in for his house, and they said, "No way, pal."
Oh, whoops.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what did he do? Did he sell it, or did he keep it and turn it into a park or something?
He started appeals and everything, and it only took him 2 years to get the permission.
I was going to say, because from the shows that I've seen, it takes them a few years in some cases. Yeah. And sometimes they've already started building, and then the council or commission, whatever, is like, "Oh no, dude, no."
Oh yeah. We got guys like that in this country. Someone built a magnificent 4-bedroom house in a field with a driveway without planning permission.
Oh wow!
And then like it takes them years to go through the courts but in the end, they had to demolish it and put the ground back as if nothing was ever there.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoops. That's pretty strange. I know it's like that. Well, in some cities around here, but it's not generally. It's not as onerous, I guess, as it is there. I mean, you get in some cities that have no growth, like San Francisco, I think, is one. Boulder, Colorado. There's other cities that have put like no growth statutes on the books or whatever, and it's really, really tough to do any kind of redevelopment or new construction or whatever. But for the most part, it's pretty well. You still got to go through the permitting process, but generally, it's not.
If you start building something without a permit, they're going to be all over you.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. But generally, permitting does not take that long if you come with and you're organized and you're ready to go.
Yeah, in the UK here, we got sections of the country which are called Greenbelt, and you know, there's no way you're ever going to get planning permission to build anything within the Greenbelt. You know, and this is where they go wrong with people. They think they can just do what they like, you know, and the demolition orders come. You know, it's they make you put it back.
It's a lovely house, but we can't be here, so tear it down.
They say, you built a magnificent house for £1 million, and unfortunately, you're going to have to knock it down, you know?
Yeah, it's insane. I've seen some of them shows, man, and the environmental stuff they have to go through is bananas too, man. Like, it's so strict. Like, the construction crews, as they're building, can only there's no waste, essentially, in some cases, depending on where they're building. Like, they have to allow for all these different things. Like, over here, man, I mean, they build and you're just gonna waste this much percentage of product. That's just the way it is here.
Mhm.
Over there, they're like, oh, no bueno, man, no. So it takes so much longer to build something over there, because they have to figure out, if with certain houses and in certain areas, it's not everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like they have to figure out, okay, we need to use like a sheet of plywood, for Christ's sake. Okay, we've got to make sure that we make this cut and this cut and this cut and not waste. You know what I'm saying? Whereas here, they'd be like, yeah, we're gonna, like, off a whole sheet of plywood, we're gonna use this much and then scrap the rest. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
If you build anything here now, Joe, it has to conform with all the rules for insulation. You know, it has to be really an eco house. You know, mustn't waste heat in electricity or anything. You know, like, they use ground pumps, heat pumps from the ground to do the heat. Yeah, it costs an absolute fortune.
Yeah, it's probably twice as much as it was before to build to those
But
regulations.
you do save £10 a month on your electricity bill.
And as long as you're in the house for 500 years, it'll.
If you live there for 500 years, you might just break even.
Yeah. Well, that's why they keep those things around. So, like that hut, that house that you keep taking up, the one that was built in 1640, they just now recouped the energy savings.
That's what it is. That's what it's all about right there. Exactly.
It took them 500 years, but they just now broke even. Oh man, yeah, it's there's no getting around the politicians, is there? That's for sure.
No, actually, there was a case over here where the council, the guy built a house illegally, and the day come where he was flatly refusing to demolish it, and they were going to serve the notice on him with the police that it's got to be done, and he shot the guy who was going to chuck him out. So he's in prison for life now.
Yeah. Didn't work out so well.
Yeah. Being a building control officer in England seems to be quite a dangerous job.
Yeah. Ah, man. Well, that's it's gotta love the laws and regulations. I mean, it's they put them in place supposedly for the good of everybody, but a lot of times it just ends up trampling. So we have an update, Joe. Any winner?
I don't show a winner yet.
Okay, all right.
Still, well, Kyle Busch is in the lead now.
Okay, all right.
Number 2.
Okay.
And it looks like we still have 8 laps left.
Wow, what are they doing?
Oh,
Did they stop for dinner or something? Come on.
Yeah.
A long time. Well, I'm just wondering, with Daytona, the first big, NASCAR race of the year. If anybody's out there with that brand new, the EOS full frame mirrorless, did you guys see that this week?
Yeah, I've had a look at it. Yeah.
The release. I saw a couple news blips about it, and what is it going to be, like $1,200 or something? Is that what they're saying?
1,300, 1,200, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm. It says "Be the Revolution." I want to show this page. That's interesting. So they're going big time on it now. They're going. I guess it's going to be. What do you give up for this?
The top LCD screen goes away.
Okay.
You give up. What else do you give up? I think I'm trying to think. It's a lower megapixel sensor.
Okay, so it's like a 24 megapixel or something.
I think it's 26. It's basically a 6D Mark II.
Okay, mirrorless. Yeah.
I think you only put a 1/4000th on the shutter speed.
Okay, instead of 8, and the autofocus probably isn't as good, probably not as fast.
It looks like it's only $1,000.
Wow, that's interesting. Let's see.
Oh, $1,000 cheaper. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shop now. Let's see what they do.
Yeah.
So EOS R. Okay, so the body $22.98.
Well, that's the EOS R, not the RP.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Might not have it listed on their site
You
yet.
might not have it yet. Okay.
It's not officially released yet. It's
Oh, okay. So it's going to be like 1,300 or something. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering. Yeah, I've seen a couple things people saying positive, and a few other people that are like, "Why the hell are they doing that? That doesn't make any sense."
Mm-hmm. Well, everybody's waiting for the pro body, but
yeah. Huh. So I guess you get this. So this is going to be like buying a kind of an it's not. It's a prosumer side of it.
Right. Yeah.
Basically. Yeah. And that's affordable. I mean, for people that are into, that want to get a new digital camera, this is a little bit of you could get
$1,300. That's not bad.
Yeah, I mean what's an 80D cost now? Is it about 1,000?
Yeah, I think it listed it at like 1,100, but you can probably get it for 700 or 800 now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen one at Costco for like $7.99 or $8.99 with 2 or 3 lenses or something, or maybe $1,200 with a couple lenses. So, okay, so this is kind of in that range, but it's mirrorless, full frame. But Nikon hasn't released anything like this yet. So
no, their cheapest one is 2,000.
Yeah, so Canon's making a play for the lower end of the market and grab that. Huh, interesting.
Yeah, why did Nikon stick this special card? They don't take SD cards, do they? They got some expensive card.
It takes XQD.
Yeah. Why would they do such a thing?
Because they're faster.
That's it, just speed.
Yeah.
They're going to be faster.
And then they can also make extra money. They probably make money when those cards sell or something.
Yeah, they probably got the licensing fee or something to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there it is. Huh. Interesting.
It looks like there's people hating on it because, and they've done this with several SLRs, several, not even a couple. I mean, these cats will hate on something because the video part sucks, but you can, for still frame shooters, it's perfectly fine, but they'll hate on it because the 4K isn't quite exactly the way they wanted it. Will they still use it? You bet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do people hate on video cameras because they take crappy pictures? I mean, I don't understand.
I don't think so. Yeah, that's everybody. Just expectation is if it's a camera, it's got to do great. It's got to do 4K video. It's just and they can, but then you got to pay what, $2,000 for it instead of $1,300. That's the okay. Well, interesting. I'll be interested to see what the sales of that are.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, I think. I mean, that's in that sweet spot. For somebody that's wanting to get in, or maybe has an older DSLR, a 4, 5, 6-year-old DSLR, or whatever, and they're looking to switch systems. I mean, seems
especially
like
with that $100 adapter for all your old lenses. They could buy the body and use their lenses that they already have.
Mm-hmm. No, I think it makes a lot of sense. They're probably and being first to market with that, they're going to take some of those people that maybe would have gone Nikon, but now they've got an entry level here because you can buy the camera, then the lenses, and then if you want to upgrade to the pro body then you just switch out and you still get you can still use the lenses. So that's smart. That's smart. That's just another nail in the casket of SLRs. It's going to be gone even faster now. And that's
it's also at the point where maybe it might be the end of APS-C. There might not be any more crop sensor cameras.
Yeah,
Canon and Nikon.
Well, according to Fuji, they're never going to do a full frame. So, but I can't see them not doing it because
they're not going to do it until they do it. So
yeah.
You know what it was? There was an absolutely massive wreck.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So now there's only like 5 cars left in the race.
I mean, there was a massive wreck. Cars got destroyed.
Oh wow, yeah. Now, Pam, I got a question from the boss, Joe, and I figured you would know. This is not for talk. Well, it is kind of, sort of. What's the deal with the rounds? Is that to keep the races competitive throughout the race?
With the what?
They're, for the Daytona 500, they were showing when the race started, they were like 2 laps or into 60 of round 1.
Yeah.
Competitive.
Yeah, that's something they came out with 2 years ago now, something like that, 2-3 years ago, and
I haven't been. Obviously, I don't like NASCAR, so
it's something that they implemented there to try. Yeah, exactly, to try to keep it interesting, to try to kind of add some.
So if you win a round, does that go to like season-long points? Is that what that goes to?
You get some kind of points, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it goes to the.
And I think there's prizes for each round as well.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Right. So people have a race within the race, basically.
Yeah. That's just it's something else to add a little more incentive for the drivers.
Yeah. It's like.
So you still have the long race that you're trying to win or trying to place. Decently, but you also have, I think it's 3 stages. So,
yeah, I think it is. Yeah, so you got 3 like intermediary points things. Huh, that's cool. Yeah, we're just watching it. It's like, what's the deal with the stage? Isn't the race 200 laps? Why do they have 60? Wait a minute. And I'm like, I don't know. That's Joe. Joe knows.
Yeah, that's the deal with that. And a little bit of a controversy as far as NASCAR fans go. I mean, some cats like it. I don't mind it. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I can see why they did it, sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, just try to keep it more interesting. Maybe draw some other people into it. It's try to build the viewership, just like we're trying to do here. Viewership.
Exactly.
Figure if we talk NASCAR, maybe we'll get some NASCAR fans coming in.
It just brings them in by the tons, right there.
Tons.
Photo share and NASCAR highlights.
Yes, photo share and NASCAR. Yeah. They go together. I mean, come on.
It actually there's I don't know of anything else like you. There's so many people taking pictures when you go to a NASCAR race. I mean,
oh yeah, I know. Well, everybody's a photographer now because you got the phones. Yeah. And so everybody's a photographer. Well, speaking of pictures, let's look at some pictures. How about that?
Imagine that. Wow.
Oh, I know. See how I did that?
Photos? What?
Pretty impressive. Yeah. And it says photo share. So we're going to share some photos. Damn it. All right. Here we go. So did we look at this one last week, Wes? I think we did.
Yeah. We're a couple ahead of that.
Yeah, we're a couple ahead at this point. Yeah.
Last one we saw was Simi's watercolor with the bright foreground in it.
Yeah, this one. Okay, yeah, just
oh yeah, because he had redid that or something, right?
Yeah, he heard us talking smack. He said, finally wanted to show us what he was really going for. So we'll find him.
Yeah, I'll show them. I'll show.
So this was taken. I don't know where did XF go. Probably last week. I don't know.
It's showing February 11th.
Yeah. Okay. So last Monday morning. There we go. I don't know why my exit goes away every once in a while, but here we go. So he was up bright and early on Monday morning, I guess. Yeah. Very nice.
There's no snow. It's surprising.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if they're going to get any more snow this year. Who knows? They got a few more weeks probably when they can get snow. They've had a lot in the Midwest, and I'm glad I don't live in Chicago this year. It sounds like that's just, hey, look at that. There's some snow.
Yeah, there's some.
A little bit
2 days later, they got snow.
Yeah, they did.
What is this snow you're talking about? That is
yeah.
It's this mythical thing they only see in movies and pictures.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't see much of it here either, so I can't really complain or whatever about it. Cool. So this was 5th of a second. Yeah. Nice sun coming in. Yeah, that's neat. I like the colors on the foreground. Very nice. Good stuff. He is dedicated to the craft. He is out there all the time. Colette. The paint filter on this, it looks like half a second. How many groups? Only 9 groups. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's up with
He's
that?
doing really good with this painting effect. It just ends up being a really. I mean, once again, you got another book here. You know, coffee table book or greeting cards. You know, man, he is. He could sell a lot of his stuff if he wanted to. If he wanted to market it, there would be. I think it would be some nice sales from that.
I like how it shows the top contributors to Mark's photography spot. I'm listed there, but I don't even have a number next to my name.
That's all the sunrise photos.
This is Wes's new house, is it?
Yeah. You got a keeper, I think, Wes.
No, unfortunately not.
1800s. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. So this was at Silver Springs.
Yeah, Silver River.
Yep, Silver River State Park.
I never thought about this before. This is like what people were living in the late 1800s, like in a rural kind of farmhouse. And then comparing it to like a Victorian house that we have downtown here, it's like completely different.
Yeah. Built in the same time period. So yeah,
right.
Yeah. So yeah, these wow, yeah. I mean, this is
Victorian house would have had windows and finished walls and pretty wild.
Yeah, it's just basically it's a shack essentially.
Yeah.
And it's very, very basic. There's a mosquito net.
Nowadays, it's called a tiny house.
A tiny house, yeah. True. I like the black and white on this. That's good. That does.
Yeah.
Perfect for this kind of image.
The wood looks a little too new in this, so I just went ahead and did black and white.
EM10. You've been using that camera a lot lately, huh?
Yeah, it's the one I carry with me everywhere, and it's easy. I like that 12 to 40 lens I got. So
yeah, no, that's a good lens for that camera. Yeah, it gives you pretty much a range. Well, essentially 24 to 80. So it's a good range.
Oh, did you see that Olympus came out with a 12 to 200 lens?
Oh no!
Oh my God, that's a huge range.
And how much is that? I wonder.
I don't know what the price is on it. I haven't seen that yet.
200. That's a walk around lens. I mean, that's all.
That's basically 24 to 400.
Yeah, I mean that would pretty much cover everything that you would need outside of wildlife photography. I wonder how big that lens is, though. It's one of those that's just like so much bigger than the camera.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It looks maybe like it's about the size of a Coke can.
Okay, well, that's not too bad then.
Yeah,
I mean that's that's reasonable given the size of the camera itself. Yeah, kind of nice. Cool. I like that image. I like the shadows and everything. Here we go. Cypress Swamp.
all the trash I was talking about Twitter, and where am I getting all my updates right now?
Twitter. You hate it, but you need it, Joe.
Yeah. Right now I do. I can't even remember the last time I even used it.
So this is Cypress Swamp. Okay. Which you have a lot of around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why you don't have a basement, Wes.
Because that would be it right there.
Hey, that's not going to do your record collection a lot of good, is it?
No.
You're more than welcome to have a basement. This is going to be your option right here if you do, right?
Yeah.
No, that's neat. I like that. Winter is a good time because you got the cypress are pretty much.
Yeah, you can actually see things. Normally, like if you go out in the summertime, it's just so much vegetation that's just it's all blends in. You can't see anything.
Yeah, and this is nice because you've got the palms that store green, the evergreens basically, and then everything else is still in winter mode, which will change in a few weeks probably. But yeah, no, this is definitely the because it's so green. It wouldn't be even worth shooting because it'd just be all green.
Yeah,
green with a little bit of blue in the. Well, you probably wouldn't even be able to see the water. A lot of it would be covered with lily pads and whatever stuff on the water, probably.
Yeah, duckweed and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, yep. And it just filled up. So yeah, it's a good time of year to do this. Very nice. Oh, okay, and so this is a panorama. So how many images is this?
I think it's 8.
8? Okay.
Just a little bend in the river where they have a little overlook. You can.
Mm-hmm.
See.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. That is. And it's, if I remember, this river's pretty clear, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the Silver Springs dumps into that river, so it's very clear.
Yeah, you've had other images from Silver Springs, which is that real deep pool, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a main spring. First, what they call a first magnitude spring. So.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's neat. I like that. That is a nice. Nice image. There we go. York Minster.
Yeah, this is the 15 mil.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, you can see by the bend in the road there.
Yeah, the road doesn't turn like that. You were saying, and your foot was probably right there.
Yeah. You can get a good photo of the end of your shoes if you're not careful.
Yeah. But you were able to get the whole building in. That's the advantage. You know, get the whole building in frame from relatively close. Just barely. Was this like the minimum distance you could get back to get the whole thing in?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And of course, if you tip the camera up, then you're going to start really distorting everything.
Yeah, it's just going to start falling away from you, I guess. Yeah. No, that's definitely the advantage to the wide angle. I mean, if you need to shoot in close, tight spaces, and do a good job of keeping it level. I mean, yeah, you get some distortion in the front, but I mean, this part, the back half of the frame is pretty good. Yeah,
everything stays straight if you hold the camera absolutely parallel.
Yep. That's and for a lot of the in city centers and what's crowded, you don't have if you want to get any kind of angle, you just need a wide angle lens. There's just no way.
Yeah, when I was in the museum, I found that you can get so much in with this lens.
Mm-hmm. Like in this one. There we go.
Yeah. If I'd been using the 65 mil, all you would have got was the front of that engine.
You would have had this. Yeah. Oh, and this
probably almost touching the front of that thing too, aren't you?
Yeah. I was standing right there. Yeah, it's and the nice thing about it is you stick it on hyperfocal focus, and you can everything's just going to be in focus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from half a meter in front of you is.
Yep. All right, so 400 quarter of a second. So yeah, still.
Yeah. Not much good for bokeh. This.
Yeah, no, you're not. Really, you're not going to get any with that. Be impossible, but. That's what it's for. It's just to capture wide angles.
Yeah.
It came out nice. And it's a relatively bright day because, quarter of a second at 400, it's still must have been a relatively sunny day outside.
Yeah, and this is handheld.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the image stabilization on the camera is really good. I mean,
it's pretty good. Yeah.
I mean,
that's why I was disappointed to read that Canon full frame hasn't got it. It's in the lenses, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hope they switch it to an in-body. I mean, I just seems to me like that would be the preferred way to go.
Well, yeah, whatever lens you stick on the camera is stabilized.
Mm-hmm. And it keeps keeps the total cost of ownership down because you can make the lenses less expensive too, because you don't have to build in the stabilization. You just buy it once in the camera.
Yeah, because don't forget you're buying your stabilization every lens you buy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But maybe that's not the best for the manufacturer side of things. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Inside the engine. Once again on 15 millimeter, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
4 seconds. Handheld?
No, I was actually leaning against the railing at the back.
Okay. All right. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and you can't even get this view with your eyes.
Yeah. No, it's probably wider than what you're.
It's wider than your vision. You'd have to like look from side to side to take it all in.
Oh yeah, with your eyes, you'd probably just see this. Yeah. But yeah, you get this over here, and yeah, that's neat colors too. The green and the red and the copper or the brass. I'm assuming brass pipes.
Yeah, real steam engine. The only thing missing is the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably need Simi to put a fake fire in there.
That's neat. Yeah, that's a perfect lens for this kind of stuff. Indoor, wide angle. Here we go, another one.
Yeah, this was dark. This was a really dark area.
Oh yeah, I can tell. There's just a little bit of light coming in there and some.
Yeah, there's actually a train along that right edge.
Okay.
Yeah, and the camera is actually leaning against the windowsill because it was 4 seconds.
Yep.
Well, it came out good.
Yeah, it did. It came out really good. I mean, I was looking at the text here, and it's looking pretty good. This up here, yeah. You've got nerves of steel, Dennis.
Yeah, I just wondered how I would have done with the film camera here.
Yeah. ISO for it would have been a large format. That would be a long exposure.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, large format would be okay because I have a tripod with that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's neat. Out and about. There we go.
Yeah, now I dug this one out. It's a couple of years ago I took this.
Yeah.
This was the E6 I developed here.
Okay.
I just was going through some of the old stuff, and I thought, well, I never put this one up.
Well, it's pretty good. I mean, there's a definite blue tint to the.
Yeah, that's probably the chemicals.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, there's a little bit of a blue tint to a little bit of blue in this. I'm assuming this is probably just black, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be black.
Yeah.
What is that character anyway? What does that looks like?
It just looks like, I mean, he's dressed like one of the guards at the Tower of London, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like the beef eaters. It's just some model thing they had outside.
Okay. Yeah.
Looks kind of like Gromit.
Yeah, because he's wearing
the cartoon, Wallace and Gromit. Yeah.
He's actually got his medals on there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It does look like Gromit. That's a good one. Yeah.
I was trying to. It did look like something, so I was trying
to.
Yeah. Now this was with that 35 mils ice on the Leica.
Okay. Yeah, you get a little bit of bokeh on the back there, I guess, huh? In the back there, a little bit.
Some of the none of the sharpness has come through though, because if you actually see the negative or the positive in this case, he scans so sharp, you know. But,
okay. So this is scanner error basically.
Yeah. I mean, you're shoving it through the V800.
Yeah. Yep, that's a neat one. I like that. There we go.
Yeah. Now this was doing what you said, Mark. You know, with the having a complete black background. Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting. So you did that with you have a light on this side on the left?
Yeah, I had 2 speed lights, one either side.
Okay.
Eye pointing downwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the exposure? 60th of a second, f16. Yeah. I mean, so.
Yeah, you got to close the camera down because you need it to be no picture at all. It's only the speed lights are going to give you the picture. Yeah.
And the light falls off so fast at the back that it just blacks out. Yeah. That's cool. You got the floating head effect. That's
Yeah.
that's a neat effect.
Yeah,
I like
I
that.
thought it'd probably be good. I wonder how one of Joe's models would come out if he done.
I shoot similar to this quite a bit, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. You're making use of the latest photo toys there, Dennis. You've been doing a lot with the lights, so that's good.
Yeah. I was bouncing lights off of the roof, trying to take pictures and see. Yeah, definitely playing with the color temperature and the intensity of the light.
Yeah, no, that's what it's all about. I mean, that's the whole reason. I mean, it's just to have fun and experiment and learn and do all that. So that's
it's the grey skies. You see, there's nothing to do. So you need to do indoor stuff.
you got probably another month and a half of that, right?
Yeah. It's probably a good couple of months yet before
to get into April. Yeah.
Before
Okay. All right. Anybody win yet, or are they still under caution?
It's lap. We still got 3 laps to go. We've got Kyle Busch is in the lead. It looks like Hamlin and McDowell keep going back and forth so second and third is the real race there.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, all right. Well, that's a long race, man. That crash must have been massive, though.
It was a big wreck. It really was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll take them out. And it's so funny, though. I mean, those cars. I mean, they just replaced the body. I mean, it's got to cost so much.
Those.
Talking about an expensive sport, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think photography and vinyls and audiophile stuff's expensive, man? Try racing.
Yeah, anything to do with racing on any level, even just your hobbyists. I mean, spend thousands of dollars. I mean,
yeah. Well, you've done that. You photographed that one you do, Wes, where it's was it the $2,000 challenge or $3,000 challenge or something like that?
2,000.
Yeah. So how much can you do for $2,000? Yeah.
Yeah, those cars are pretty rough looking, but they build them pretty well. They go fast.
Yeah. It's you buy it for $2,000, and then it's just time trying to fix it up as best you can with limited funds. So yeah, you need to be. But yeah, that's kind of the essence of it. You know, basic car, and get as much as you can out of a minimal amount. So
yeah,
you got 2 laps to go. Hamlin is 0.087 seconds behind the leader, Kyle Busch.
Oh, 3/4 of a second. It's gonna be tough. Yeah,
they're right there. I mean, they're,
it's a few car lengths. Yeah. That's so. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the race photographers are using as far as lenses. I'm sure they're the big 400-600
probably
lenses.
400 would be good, I think.
Yeah, and down on the well, that's gonna be interesting. I'm really interested about that EOS the EOS R. It's gonna be interesting. I wish they had the image stabilization in the body instead of in the lenses. I mean, I don't know if that's.
They'll get to it.
More. I mean, and then the camera would have to go up. Then the camera would be 1,500 or 1,600 maybe.
Yeah.
So they're trying to maybe they'll come out with a midline version of it that'll have that. Don't the more expensive ones have it in the body, right?
No, I don't think Enon's ever done an in-body image stabilization.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Sony and Sony and Olympus, obviously.
Yeah.
Nikon?
I don't know that Nikon does either.
Yeah.
The new one has.
Oh,
the new Nikon does. Okay.
Yeah. It's only got 1 card slot though.
Yeah.
And the Fuji X, not the XT, it's like the XF or something, like their Pro one. That one has in-body stabilization also.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I could see. I mean, if they don't have it now, I would. That's another thing. I think that you're going to just move toward, because the technology is there for it. I mean, obviously, Sony and companies are having success with it, but if they're trying to make a camera to a price point, that might be a challenge right now.
Sony's already got the dual cards in the Mark III.
Yeah, but the Mark III is what, $4,000 for the body?
No, it's about 1,800 for the 24 megapixel one.
The 24 megapixel. Okay. I don't know. That's
yeah. See, we can buy grey imports over here, which like come in from Japan.
mm-hmm.
They're 300, 400 cheaper than the ones they sell in the UK.
Yeah.
The only problem is, of course, if they go wrong, none of the UK dealers will fix them. You have to go back to Japan. Yeah.
Basically, no warranty. Yeah. Yeah. Well.
Wow, if this is accurate, then Hamlin won. Danny Hamlin. It looks like he took Kyle Busch, which is and then you have Logano. So you have Toyota, Ford.
Okay, so he got third down. Huh. He's a young guy. Is he 21 or something?
No, he's not that young, but he's pretty young. Yeah,
23, 24 maybe. Yeah,
probably. Yeah, 24.
Young guys. Yeah, that's what they need. They need the young people in there, just like we do in photography. We need those young people keep coming in and buying those entry level cameras and moving up the scale.
Yeah,
so then we can buy the used stuff.
Mark, when you quote those prices in the US, there, do you have to add your sales tax onto that, or is that included?
Yes, usually it's going to be plus sales tax, which is nominally 6 to 7% typically. Yeah,
our prices in the UK, they include the VAT.
Okay,
which is value added tax, but
is it 22% or something for you guys?
20%. Yeah, 20% tax.
Oh wow, Mark, sneaky old. He's sneaky old. 28.
Wow, he's an old guy. He's thinking about retiring here pretty soon.
I know, right? Yeah, no, I mean, but I didn't think you.
I thought he was in his early 20s. I mean, a little bit I know about him. I knew he came up. He started when he was 18 or 19, didn't he? Yeah. So he's been in it for 10 years. Okay. Yeah.
So I didn't realize he's born the same year as my oldest daughter. So he's 1990. So
okay. So he's been around a while. Huh. Well, okay, good show, guys. That is it was a good one. Glad you guys, at least two of you, got out with the camera. The other two, well, not so much. But.
Yeah, not so much. Yeah.
I did a couple Instagram photos of records I was listening to. So
that's just it. Like, what's a photo? What do you have to get out to shoot? I mean, Dennis is staying in.
So. He's staying in and doing stuff inside with the lights. But he's using I can't even say a proper camera. I mean, any camera works. It's just what you can do with that camera.
Wait a minute. Maybe he didn't win. I just saw they must have went extra laps, because I just saw 201 of 200 right now. So they're still racing, it looks like.
So they this extra lap thing. It's a 500-mile race.
They do that. They'll have it maybe because it's so close to the end. I know they have these overtimes, or what do they call them? I forget what they call them, but
extra innings. Yeah, it's maybe because of the yellow flag, or the flag that came out late at the end. Yeah. Because they don't want them like going through the finish on a caution flag or something like they used to do. Yeah.
Sometimes they'll go like a couple of extra laps. So
okay, so it's like add-on time in soccer. Yeah. You get to the end of the game, you don't know how much is really add-on time is going to be there. It just depends what they determine during the course of the game, which is interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, good. Hey, good show, guys. Wes,
Wes, before you go, did you have a lot of trouble finding a new house with a dark room?
Oh, it does have a large walk-in closet, so I could.
You could convert it, yeah.
Now, do you have an extra big enough extra room for all the collections?
Yeah, we actually ended up finding a 4-bedroom. We were only looking for a 3-bedroom, so
nice.
We got some extra space.
So the 4-bedroom is going to be okay. So you've got 2 bedrooms basically to use for all the extra stuff then.
Yeah, 2 bedrooms, a guest room, and yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, that without having a basement, it's nice to have that extra room. So
sure.
That's nice. Yeah. Well, good. Well, congrats on that. Have fun packing.
Thanks.
Yeah. I don't envy you.
I just can't imagine moving 4,000 records. It's just a lot. A lot of boxes.
Yeah. I think we're doing a pod.
Oh, okay. You're going to put everything in a pod and ship it over?
Yeah, that seems like the best. I didn't realize how inexpensive they were. That was the realtor suggested that, and I was like, oh, let me look at it. And I was like, yeah, it's only a couple $100. Yeah, we could do that.
Load it up yourself, and then you just need a truck to take it over and drop it off, and then you unload it. Yeah.
Yeah, they do all the moving for you.
Yeah.
You just got to load it and unload it.
That makes sense.
Who are you using, Wes? I'm kind of curious.
It's a company that they're just called Pods.
Oh, okay. So you are using Pods. Okay. I didn't know
there was other ones that did that.
Yeah, that's what we do that all the time. So I just didn't know.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know if you happen to be using us or not. So I was just kind of curious.
Oh, what's your company called?
Well, I drive for ABF and we have UPack. So I didn't know if you were using UPack.
So basically the same thing. You drop off the pod, pack, and then you pick it up and take it wherever it needs to go. Yeah.
Yeah. Or a trailer. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes we'll drop off a 28-foot pup trailer and you load it up and we move it and drop it where you want. Yep. I do that every day.
Well, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you're wanting to do that, I mean, it can save a lot of money. It definitely can. And the pods. So, how big are the pods? They're like what, 8 by?
They have 3 different sizes. Like 16 by 8 by 7 is the largest one they have, I think.
Okay, that's pretty good size.
And it's supposed to be good enough for a 4-bedroom. So, we only have a 2-bedroom here, so hopefully it'll fit.
But you've got 2 bedrooms full of records.
Yeah, so. Yeah, we have. Yeah, we probably have 4 bedrooms worth of stuff. But
yeah. Yeah, that's exciting. Have fun packing up all that stuff. I mean, it's
we did it 3 years ago. We'll do it again.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of it's far enough ago, not so far removed that you haven't forgotten about how to do it. So
yeah. I saved a lot of the boxes and stuff. So
okay, yeah, that's
reuse them again.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, everybody, have a good week. I know Dennis is now happy. He knows that the race is over, so he can now go to bed and feel good about the start of the new week for him.
No nightmares or nothing like that.
Yeah. I'll just keep thinking about this guy who's 28, and Joe says he's really old.
Yeah.
Well, sneaky old. I mean, only old. Sneaky old is what I was because we thought that he was like 23 or something.
Yeah, 24. Yeah, that's a big 4 years when you're in your 20s is a big difference.
Oh, for them cats, it's huge. Yeah,
it's huge. Yeah,
getting close to 30 for some people is monumental. It is.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when I get there, then, Joe.
Let us know what it's like, Dennis. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's my daughter's going through it right now. She's 28 and she'll be 29 this year, and it's a big deal for her.
She's really it's got her attention that she's getting close to 30. Is that like a huge milestone for her?
Yeah. For some people it is, It's just kind of comical to me. Yeah, that's
Yeah. Well, the older you get, the time goes by faster, and it doesn't really matter near as much. I mean,
it just yeah. I'm out of here though, guys. We'll see you, man.
All right, you guys have a good one. Good show, everybody. See you next week. All right.